You'll have to. 'Cause I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
So, I don't mind drawing it, or you can come and draw it. Either way.
You can draw it.
So you. Can I raise this? Did you? No pictures. Who said that? It's like a groan. You can take. You can come up if it's no. You lost me there. What did you say?
Can I have a few minutes just to put my thoughts here? Because it's been a while since I reviewed that specific thing. So just give me a few. I'm just going to draw it here first and then I
Okay.
organize things after.
Sister Daniela? Did you agreed with her?
What? With Effie?
I heard a nod. Saw a nod. Making sure you're awake.
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay, so you didn't agree with her when she said, we all know. Because no one questioned her.
I have to look at it by myself first before. So I do want to take her back there. So I just let it pass.
So you didn't agree with her when she said that?
I accept, but I have to go and look at it for me to fully agree.
Okay, so I'll give you 24 hours. What day is it today? Thursday?
Yes.
No, not 24 hours. You can do it in a few hours. A third class? No? Or 24 hours?
72?
Sorry?
72 hours?
No, not 72 hours. I said a few hours. We've got 3 classes. By the third class, or is that not enough time? 12 o'clock.
I'll try.
Yeah? Okay, 12 o'clock today.
Okay.
Lunchtime. Sister Effie. That was good. Quick.
Maybe it's wrong too. I'm getting it. Okay,
We'll tell you if it's wrong. Don't worry. We're brutal in this class.
Okay, so on the Millerite line, we have the time
Okay.
at the end.
So you want to take me to a Millerite line?
Yeah, I'm going to give you I'll give you 3 lines. I'll give you Millerite, 144, and the priest. Okay, so let's start. The time of the end, 1798, and then the next we can jump to 1840. Then July 23rd. October 22nd. And you can put the midnight cry, it's in there somewhere, Exeter. You can put that.
Okay. Try and do it in order for me. Okay? You want to put Midnight Cry? I'll put Midnight Cry.
Yeah. So on the 144, the line of the 144,000, we have 1989.
Sister Denise, does anything make sense here?
I've only recently heard about raffia, paniums.
Oh, there's no raffia there? This is just...
I have no idea. I haven't studied any of those things yet. So.
We studied this?
Yeah.
And we studied this? We're okay up to here? So it's just this bit that I'm struggling with. Okay?
Okay, so in the line of the 144,000, we have another time at the end, 1989. And then we're going to jump to 9/11.
Do you want me to start lining things up?
Yes, so August 11, 1840 lines up with 9/11. Okay. And then July 21st lines up with the Sunday Law. And then October 22nd lines up with close of probation. You can put the loud cry in between. Sorry. Okay, you got that. Sorry.
Very helpful.
Okay, so now with the priest, the line of the priest, you have the time of the end, 1989. And the next one would be 9/11. So according to Fractal, when you bring the big line of the 144,000, you fractalize it. We do see the next way mark is the Sunday law, and the next way mark after 9/11 that I know of is 2014.
Why not 2012?
You could put that, it's a prediction, but I'm looking at 2014. The next important way mark to me right now, because of the question, is 2014.
It wasn't important to you before I asked the question.
I'm sorry?
It wasn't important before the question?
Why?
So why not 12? Why not 9? Why not 11?
Based on what happened in those years,
What happened?
I don't know. I only know about 2012, that there was a prediction about the Sunday law. Right? There was a prediction about the Sunday law, and so that's why I'm looking at 2014. I don't know which way mark 2012 lines up with the other lines actually. I don't know. But my logic, how I understood it was the next way mark, if you bring the line of 144,000, you put it in a fractal, based on what we know now about the three groups, and based on what happened in 2014 where there was a test and we saw two groups very distinctively, one was on one side, those who believed, those who didn't, and as a result, the ones who didn't left. It mirrors what's going to happen at the Sunday law on the larger line. That's why I'm saying that.
So I put 2014?
Yes. And then because it's fractal, now the next one is close of probation. No, sorry, the next one is the midnight cry or the it's midnight cry because it's internal. We're dealing with the priest line, so you can put midnight cry there. And then we have November 9, 2019 as close of probation. And that's a fractal of my little logic.
Okay, so 2014 is a Sunday law because of fractals.
Yes, because of fractals, and that was opened up to us.
No Sunday?
I'm sorry?
No Sunday issue?
In 2014? Are you talking externally?
That's external.
Yeah, that's the national Sunday law. But when you look at, because it wasn't a national Sunday law in 2014.
So I'm saying there's no Sunday.
There's no Sunday
And there's no law?
issue in its literal sense.
And there's no law?
In 2014. Okay. I haven't thought about it that far, but the way I was thinking about it was, even it's not a national Sunday law in the literal sense, however, because we're dealing with internal events. So what a Sunday law would look like in an internal event, you would see two classes fully developed. It would be a test that will show two classes, and there would be an effect with, a result with one class going through and one class falling off, which is what we saw.
So a Sunday law produces two classes of people?
It demonstrates it publicly.
It publicly demonstrates two classes of people at the Sunday law.
That's what I would say.
And why would you say that?
Because that's what we saw in 2014, and that's what we know about the National Sunday Law, and that we know we're gonna see the test will be about Sabbath.
So you have an SOP quote of some kind, or to know that there's two groups that are created or demonstrated that Sunday not created. You said demonstrated, yeah.
I can find it.
I mean, yeah, I'm not asking. I'm not pressing you to get it right now, but you can find one.
I believe there is.
Okay, by next class.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You put midnight cry here. You want to put a year?
I would put 2018.
2018. Sorry, yeah.
I'm not sure whether you have the others, but we could put Boston, Concord, and then so they're all like on the Millerite line. We could.
I couldn't put Boston.
go by-
So I can put Boston and Exeter. You want to put Boston?
You can do Boston, Concord, and Exeter.
I can't put Concord because there's no way mark. You want to put Concord? You want to put another one on?
Okay, you can do Boston.
So do Boston, Exeter, and you want to put Concord here.
You
Yeah.
can.
You tell me. This is your board work. Concord.
Okay, no, you can leave Concord.
You want to leave it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't have it on the 144
Oh, okay.
line, but I have it. We can see it with the priest line, so I wouldn't know how to define it on the 144.
On this line, it's what?
2014 would be Boston, and then 2016 would be Concord. But again, I don't know how to. I don't know where that is on the.
So you've got 16 here, and here you've got.
18.
Don't have anything.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't have.
This doesn't make any sense to you, Sister Denise? None of this? It's good. That's good. It shouldn't do. Brother James, why is this a Sunday law? There's no Sunday and there's no law.
Why is 2014 Sunday law?
Yeah.
So this is how I would look at it, and how I do look at it, I guess, unless I'm forgetting something. You look at Millerite history, see what events transpired in their time, and we want to take the spirit of prophecy,
Which event transpired?
all of them.
Oh, just generally?
Yeah.
Okay.
The line, figure out what happened in their history. Our history is gonna mirror it.
Who's R?
The line of the 144,000.
Okay, so that's
So that's the
so
middle line,
these two?
Those two lines. So that's what I would do to find out the events.
So you do it that way? And
More or less. It's fine.
yeah?
I think it'll work for explanations.
Okay, so we did 1, 2. So you in total agreement with what Sister Effie did?
To that point, sure.
Yeah. So up to 1 and 2. This is Millerites, and this is the 144,000. You know about the 144,000, Sister Denise? Yeah? You've heard of them.
So we know that that's the line at the end of the world. And then we want to look at fractals because we learn about priests, Levites, and Methodists, and where do each of those groups fit into this.
Oh, just 1 second. Brother Douglas, what's a fractal?
Fractal is a pattern that we see in nature. The pattern within a pattern.
Pattern within a pattern. All done?
Yes.
Sister Wendy?
The way I understand it is like zooming in and taking part of the line and magnifying it. I don't know, I guess that kind of makes sense, pattern within a
Okay, so I've got a line. I'm going to zoom into this line, this part of the line, and then what?
And then add more information. I don't know exactly.
So if I come into how am I adding more information? Was the information not already there? Or you have to add something?
I guess it was kind of already there.
But what?
I don't know if I explained it. You're just looking at it from a different perspective or something.
Sister Catherine?
I would say it's all there, like in a picture. So you have a picture of a mountain, and you blow it up to the bottom, and
Blow it
you
up.
can actually see,
Zoom, not blow. Yeah, yeah.
and you can actually see each individual tree or whatever on the mountain. So it was already there, but now you can see it more.
Okay, who said zoom? Did someone say zoom? Okay. So you're at a distance, you're looking at something and you can't see it. Or you can't see everything. So you go zoom in, and then what happens?
And then you can see.
Then you can see it. You can see when you get closer what you couldn't see at a distance. Okay with that? So that's part of the story. Any more?
You can make out what. No, I don't know.
Sister Danielle? Fractal?
I would say that this is a pattern within a pattern.
Pattern within the pattern. Could you just explain it a bit more?
I could give an example, like sunflower. Sunflower, yes, the big brown one. If you look at it, you see from afar, you see the pattern the way the, I don't know if it's
Petals? No? So sunflower seeds
I
you've...
want to see the petals, the inside part, the dark part. You see there's the yellow outside,
Okay.
the inside part. There's like,
All the seeds?
yes,
Yeah.
I think that's it. There's like, so if you see from afar, you see like circular, like they're going round and round and round and round. But if you look at it closer, you see even within those round and rounds, there's more round and rounds inside.
You do? You do that? You see that?
Yeah.
You can show us with a picture? Okay, find a picture for us for the next class. Because I'm not sure what you mean. It's just with that description. Sister Rachel?
I don't know too much about fractals. My understanding was like zooming in, it was part of something that you looked at closer and you can see more.
So when you go in closer, you can see more. Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything else?
So
No? Sister Juliana? I like that answer. I don't understand it. Sister Effie?
what is fractal? I try to put it in words.
Sorry, you can do what?
I'm trying to put it in words.
So that'd be good.
In mind, but
Put it into words for us.
So I would also say it's zooming in, having a pattern, zooming in and recognizing that same, okay, let's say the pattern, what's the pattern? If they have a shape, a square, you have a square, that's not having anything. Let's say a square, and then when you zoom in, you see that the big square is made out of little tiny squares. So it's like a mosaic, I would say, the way a mosaic works. When you back up, you see the big picture, but then when you go in, you could have smaller sizes of that same shape that you see when you back up. So
When you back up or when you go in? Okay.
So you have a big square. You're looking at a big square, but then when you approach it, when you go closer, you see that the big square is made out of little tiny squares that come together to make this big square. It's like a square within a square, so to speak. So it's English.
I think I got that. You're saying you can. What's your first language?
Pixels, right? Definitely. Thank you, pixels.
I was tempted to get you to do it in your original language if English is not your. So there's a square, and from a distance it just looks like that.
Yes.
And when you get closer, you actually realise it's like that.
Yes. So pixels. Not mosaic. Pixels. Yeah. And
What's the difference between the pixel and the mosaic?
A mosaic, different parts come together to make a whole. So it's a picture, but you won't. When you back up, you see the whole picture, but when you zoom in, you still see just a little part of the picture. You don't see the whole picture in that little piece. That's what I understand the mosaic to be. But then with the pixel, you still see the characteristics are the same when you zoom in.
Okay. Anyone else? So there's two of you left.
Yeah, two of us left.
Sorry?
There's two of us left. Who you pick?
I've opened it up. I was looking at you.
So I think what everyone else has said is adds to the definition.
Summarise it because I'm lost.
Okay, sorry. So a fractal is a pattern within a pattern.
So is
It's a pattern. It's a pattern within a pattern whereby you see the same properties or characteristics or even symmetry within the pattern, and as you zoom into it, guess which way you zoom in, it gets bigger or smaller depending on your perspective. But regardless, you see the same properties as you back in or as you back out of it. You see the same properties of that, whatever it is you're talking about, looking at it, it's a shape or an idea or concept. So yeah.
Sister Wendy, that makes sense? So you're looking at something. I think, did you say a line? I think you said a line. Okay, so you go into the line, you said zoom in, and what do you see when you zoom in? First, you said information that you couldn't see before.
Yeah, more detail, I guess.
Okay, so you see more detail, but what else? What characteristic do you see with respect to that more detail?
The same.
The same what? So the same characteristics as
When you're zoomed out.
as when you zoomed out. So the same characteristics when you go in as you saw coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So if that is the out, and I had that, I can see that if I'm from afar. When I go in, I'm going to go in here or here? Where do you want to go in?
I was going to take the middle.
Here? we'll keep it easy. We'll go to one end or the other.
Oh, the first one.
So we'll go here, and when we look in, what do we see?
2 more lines.
We see 2 more lines like that. Yeah. Okay. So when you look in, you suddenly see those things that weren't visible before, and then what? Some information about what?
Yeah.
What? So you've got some more information, but there's a characteristic. Because otherwise it's just more information.
It tells you more about that section, I guess.
Okay, so there's some just random information.
No.
So what makes it not random?
It should tell you more about what the first part was about.
How does it do that?
Same subject, or just more detail.
Sister Catherine? You lost? Sister Denise, are you lost? Okay. Sister Daniela? Everyone's lost. I want you to direct us back to how it would work. We've zoomed in here and we've found information that we couldn't see before, and
And then you compare it to you kind of get that piece out, and then you compare it to that other piece.
the bigger one, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, and what do you discover when you do that?
You discover that the smaller piece that you have, you're comparing it to the other piece, has some similarities.
Has some similarities.
Yeah, there's stuff you can get from that side that
Why would it have some similarities? Because it's a
repeat of the bigger thing.
It's a repeating pattern. Are you okay with that? Okay. So, can you see the repeating pattern as it is? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? So tell me what number this is. You said you could see the pattern.
Okay. It's 3.
So you can see it. And this is?
4.
Okay. So, Brother Douglas, you had your hand up before? No? So as Brother Douglas said, I think he said we go to nature, you still will go to a line, it doesn't matter. If we were going to go to nature, I think we'd have to look at pictures to see how this would work. But if you go to a line, you're seeing this repeating pattern, but it has 2 characteristics. First of all, when you're at a distance, you can't see 2 and 3. So you have to go in closer, and suddenly 2 and 3 become visible. And you say, okay, I just found some random additional information. When I say random, it's probably connected, but it's separate, independent information. You okay with that? Sister Effie?
Yeah.
Is it separate, unique information? Is 2 and 3 here separate, unique information? Or not?
Unique from the bigger line?
It's 2 new waymarks. Is it separate, unique? When I mean separate, I know there's a thread that's running through. Don't mean it in that sense. But is it independent, separate information from 1, 2, 3, 4?
I don't think it's separate.
Okay, I'm going to use maybe separate word, different.
I would use more unique.
That's fine then. Is it unique information, new information that's not there?
Yes, you'll get some new information in addition to the one.
Okay,
that you have
so
here.
how many waymarks have you actually got then? Sorry? How much information do you actually have?
Total?
Sorry?
You
Yeah.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you've got 6 pieces of information. And you only thought you had 4. So you've got 6 pieces of information. So we're okay with that. 6 pieces of information now. But this information, this extra information, it has some properties to it. What properties does it have, Sister Rachel?
Additional information?
No, we've got in additional because we've got now 6 now. So we've done that. It's, what did you call it? Unique. You said unique?
Yeah.
Okay, so unique means additional. So if I had 4 before and I'm going to add this group, if there's 4 people and 2 new people come in, they're unique individuals. So now we've gone to 6. Okay, so we've done that. What else are we saying about them? They're unique. But or and. I don't know how you want to begin.
They're their own waymark?
That's just another way. It's a synonym of unique.
Yeah. I guess I don't know them.
Yep. Sister Daniela?
They are unique.
We've done the unique. But or and. You start it either way.
They can be compared, but they are similar. Okay, you can say they're unique and similar.
Sorry?
They are.
Let's leave the unique.
Okay.
Ignore that now. You've got 2 waymarks. Tell me something about them.
There's a way you can compare them with the previous 1, 2, 3.
I don't want it just to compare. I want you to tell us, because you have compared it, and tell us what you saw when you compared it. Because when I compared it, they were unique. When you compare them, you see what?
Similarities, or a kind of relationship between them, or
Not just relationship.
similarities.
Because you and your husband have got a relationship, but you're not the same.
Yes.
Similarities. I'll take that.
Similarities. You want to go with the word similarity. Sister Wendy? Are you settled with the unique?
Yeah.
Yeah? This is now number 4. This is number 4. They're their own independent person. But
But they have enough similarities that they add to the information.
no,
No?
they don't add anything.
Okay.
That was the uniqueness.
Okay.
The uniqueness would add. If you have a recipe and you put something in there, additional, now you're adding to something. So we've already done the adding. Now we're looking at something that's quite different. We're not adding anything.
Okay. Supporting? Is that the same?
So what word did you say, Sister Nanya?
Similarities.
Similarities. So I want to make it stronger. I want to say the same. Okay, so if it's the same, now what information what are you doing now if it's the same? You're not adding to anything now, because it's the same or a copy of it. So if it's a copy, there's nothing new. So when we start talking about fractals, you have to think on both levels, and people get tripped up with either one or the other. They'll either say that they don't know what fractals are, and they'll just say when you zoom up you can see extra waymarks. So that's one part, that's factual. But when you see those extra waymarks, they come with characteristics. And the characteristics is that they're not what? What did we say they were a moment ago? We said they were additional or unique. when you actually relook at them, what do you find? That they're not unique. They're actually the same. They have properties about them which look, feel, smell the same as something that was there before. So this 2 here is a number 2, and this 2 here is a number 4 actually. In real life it's a number 4, it's not a number 2. Why did you think it was number 2? Because before you couldn't see it. So what you thought was a number 2 actually wasn't a number 2, it was a number 4 all along. So we have to be able to juggle these two concepts. It's a number 4 and a number 2 at the same time. So when it's a number 4, these are unique, and they are unique. This is the problem that we have with this Sunday law. There's no Sunday law here. 2014 is what compared to a Sunday law? It's different. What's the word we're using? It's unique. The Sunday law is here. Where's 2014? It's here. How can that be a Sunday law? It can't be. It's unique. So it has this uniqueness, but it has identical characteristics. So this 2 is unique, but it has identical characteristics to this 2. Brother James, in closing, your thoughts, comments. You're the only one that hasn't commented on fractals.
I was going to use the word identical characteristics.
Go right from the beginning and.
Well, I was gonna have you draw a line with 1, 2, and 3 and go into that line.
No.
I was gonna do just like you did, except with 3.
Go ahead.
So we draw a line with 3-way marks. Either side you zoom into, you can pick whichever side.
Go ahead.
Label the way marks 1, 2, and 3. And then when you zoom into the left side, you're going to see 1, 2, and 3.
So you'll only see this. You won't see 1, 2. You'll see something that you didn't see before. Then.
When you zoom in, that'll be its own line.
Okay.
1 and 2, and you'll have a 1, 2, and 3 there. Right.
So just explain it with words, what we've just done.
So 2 is going to have the same characteristics as 2, but it's going to be different depending on what it is, some way, shape, or form. So they won't be 100% identical, but they'll share characteristics. Like a parent and their child, they're different, but they share a lot of the same characteristics usually.
Yeah. So we really need to juggle with both concepts at the same time in order to be able to stomach that 2014 is a Sunday law. Because at one level it's not, and at one level it is. Okay, so Sister Daniela, what do you owe us?
A picture,
A picture? What else?
2014, but we already did that.
No, that's fine. You owe us a picture for the next class, and what else do you owe us for?
Supposed to explain 2014.
Okay, so you're going to explain 2014 in the 3rd class. You've got a bit more time. Yeah? You okay with that?
Haven't you explained it?
Good. It will be easy for you then.
Okay.
So we'll make it easy for you. And Sister Effie, you're going to.
Oh, I owe you a quote about what happens at the Sunday law and how 2 classes are demonstrated.
2 classes are demonstrated at the Sunday law. So I'm going to forget. So everybody remember, Sister Effie's going to do 2 classes are demonstrated at the Sunday law. Spirit Prophecy quote, and we're going to get a picture for the next class. And for the class after, you're going to explain how 2014 is a Sunday law.
Okay.
All good?
I was just going to say we didn't answer that question, how 2014 was Sunday.
Yeah, she thought we had, so it's all good. Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for your goodness. We ask and pray that you would be with us and bless us. We thank you for your goodness towards us. Help us, Lord, to be able to understand and conceptualize these important issues that you are presenting before us. We thank you for the great privilege of being here together. In Jesus' name, amen.